Boom. Haircut. It actually happened. Trimmed up the hair. That's what it looks like. Anyway, a little shorter than I was like really expecting, but I like how it looks. I'm gonna keep growing it out. I'll probably grow it out a little more to have it like be the perfect length because I still want it to be longer. This is just a little shorter than I was expecting, but I like it. Just got to grow it out a little longer. But new haircut. We're actually with my buddy Cy. Some of you guys may remember our page, Gym Disciples, is actually like the main reason I got into fitness influencing is because we tried it out. We played football together in college and decided we wanted to try fitness influencing, and we started posting content sporadically and then kind of just died off, and I kind of went my own way. But today we are reuniting. I'll put my seatbelt on. Today we are reuniting for a little lift. I came down to his hometown to see him and his family. So today him and I are gonna go hit a little upper body workout, probably chest and back. What are you thinking?
Yeah, chest and upper body for sure.
Okay. So he goes to a trainer already for football training. So today's kind of, I guess, more of like a pump session for him because we don't want to make you like super sore or anything. So we're gonna go get a pump. I have arms tomorrow. I would do chest and back tomorrow, but I have chest typically on Mondays, so we'll go ahead and do chest and back today, and maybe a little bit of shoulders today as well. I know that's our thing. Whenever we'd work out together, especially because it was during our football season, we would always just go to the rec center. That's actually where the first time we met Sam. But we would always go to the rec center and just get pumps. So it was always like arm workouts, maybe a couple like back and chest, and then mainly like shoulders. Because the shoulder pump is insane. That's actually your strongest like muscle group, isn't it? You think? I think your shoulders are probably the most prominent thing on you. All right, so we'll go ahead and get in there. I think I'll explain the workout here in a minute. Well, I feel like once you develop them, I don't know if you like just
like you retain it.
Yeah, you retain it almost. Yeah. All right, so we are at Planet Fitness. This is a double decker, but we're gonna start with back like I was saying. Actually, I didn't say that to you. So we're gonna start with back because starting with back before chest or before shoulders or before even arm day is kind of my go-to because it gets everything warmed up. Get your shoulders warmed up, get your back warmed up, elbows. So if you are doing back with something else, I recommend doing it before whatever else you're doing because it's a good way to warm up. So start with back. I'm thinking some kind of row to hit that like upper back, like a wide row, upper back and rear delts. And then we'll go to rear delt flies and then some sort of lat movements, like a lat pull down or lat pull over. And then chest flies, incline press, and shoulder raises, like six to 8 sets of shoulder raises. I think the biggest part is doing back first. That's the biggest emphasis or biggest thing you can take away from today's workout. All right, so starting with some cable rows with the lat pull down bar, wide grip, really focus on squeezing those upper traps and also our rear delts. Super packed in here, which I was not expecting. Honestly, the most packed Planet Fitness I've ever seen. So we're gonna see what we can get on. Might not go according to plan, but either way, we're gonna try to simplify things down and just get the craziest pump that we can get.
Good job. All right, moving on to rear delts now. Now with these, did you like the reverse grip?
Yeah.
Okay. Because some people like, yeah, some people like, it's kind of different for everyone.
Yeah.
I saw Ronnie Coleman doing the reverse grips, and I think they feel good. But then eventually your shoulder starts to kind of ache.
This makes it more strict feeling.
Right. Yeah.
And you can get a little more.
You can get more reps out of it at the end.
If you switch to this.
I know if you reverse grip it, you kind of have to lean a little forward and come like kind of downward almost.
Yeah.
Because if you go this way, it's kind of like cranks up in that shoulder. So.
Yes.
So play around with your grips. It's fun to like, you know, find what works for you. Hey, you mind go getting that camera? Can you go get that camera out of their way? So on rear delts and even shoulders, I kind of go the John Meadows way around it or about it, because he always said for those movements, like they need a lot of stimulus. So doing really high reps, lower weight, and just focusing on the squeeze and burn is where you're gonna see a lot of growth. If you go too heavy with those movements, you start incorporating other muscle groups. So like on these, you'll probably start incorporating too much lats, too many traps. We're really just trying to isolate this rear delt. With side raises, if you go too heavy, you'll start incorporating too much upper trap and neck. So it's all about going lighter on these. And these are kind of the exception, right? Shoulders and calves are kind of the exception to that. Like, you know, I typically stay within the 8 to 15 range for all my muscles, but on these, I'm okay with doing 20 to 30 reps. Something I've noticed is if you struggle with, you know, feeling your rear delts, which I do, or you struggle with growing them, I recommend doing them at the beginning of your workout, because when I do back workouts, typically without warming my rear delts up, I really don't feel much my rear delts. But then if I start with rear delts or something that's really like an upper row or something that's really high and targets my rear delts, if I start with that, then throughout the rest of the back workout, I can really feel my rear delts. So typically I'll try to start with a rear delt movement just so I can feel them for the rest of the back movements. Otherwise, if I get like a crazy lat pump starting out, my rear delts are super hard to target because my lats are just so, like, I don't know, so dominant trying to take over the movement. Ooh, it's like the perfect setting right now. It's not like hitting at the top.
Yeah.
It's Okay, so as you see, we're doing incline bench now. I'm actually done with all of my sets, so I'm filming this after the fact. But incline bench, on these, I have the incline pretty high. Some people would argue against it, but for me, if I'm really trying to target that upper chest, that part, you know, right under that collarbone, this is where I feel it the best. Now, if you're not warmed up enough or you don't know really how to do these, you can start using too much front delt, too much shoulder, and start doing like almost like a shoulder press. So better off to start light, and it's cool if you have, it's better if you have a partner to be there to tap for you. Tap your upper chest and make sure you're really feeling it there and not your front delts. Come on, big squeeze right here. Right there. Yep. Yep. Come on. Big chest. Boom. Let's go. Boom. Good. Set.
That really does it.
Yeah. I might even use yours because with these are so wide,
Yeah.
it's almost too far apart.
Yeah.
So I'd rather have yours where it can be like tight, like
tighter.
here. Come on.
Yes. Prep it. Good. Crazy.
Good. Right. Good. Good. All the way up, go all the way up. Yeah. Yep.
Oh my god.
So much better just going lighter. It's like 25s actually felt, or those are 30s. Dude, I haven't gone over 20 in a couple weeks because I've been trying to go lighter. But those felt really good.
Yeah, 30's like the golden you go to, right?
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of that.
Dude, it's so fun seeing your frame right now. Why? You're just like total hyper mode.
Yeah, it's like,
Like we have like a narrower build, but it's like chest more atrophy, or not atrophy.
like
Hypertrophic.
the aesthetics of dials.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, that's the best thing is like, even though I'm losing
Like
some
you can
strength
tell
and
that you're
stuff.
going for like that complete V taper and
Right.
like broadness up top.
Yeah.
A couple of muscles. Yeah.
All right, you guys, so that's going to wrap up today's workout. I hope you guys enjoyed. I loved working out with Cy. It's always a killer workout. Just having a partner there with you that kind of knows exactly like what you're feeling, like having someone there to tap your muscle or tap exactly where you're feeling it, it's like insane. But you can go follow Silas at silas.walters10 on Instagram. Please go check him out and follow him there. Also, go check out his and I's old Gym Disciples page. I know you probably don't even need to follow it, but go check it out and you see some of the old content that we used to post. Because if you follow me on Instagram, some of you guys have been around for a minute. That's kind of like the old stuff that I started posting when we were in the swing of things in college. So him and I used to play ball together. I blew my knee out. We actually both walked on together, but I blew my knee out and decided to stop and start chasing my dreams here. And after that, he actually got a scholarship and has been doing crazy things at Miami University with football and stuff. So he's for sure going to go to the league. Like, I have no doubt in my mind that he won't get picked up by someone. He's killing it. He's got one more year left. But like I said, go check him out on Instagram. In regards to my current physique, I'm so happy with where I'm at, like inside and outside. My hormones feel so good because I've been actually eating calories now and I feel amazing. The workouts and the pumps feel amazing. And I think unless I decide to do a show in the summer or fall, I don't know if I really want to cut, like at least right now. Like, I'm feeling how I feel right now. I don't want to feel depleted again, especially as like a younger guy. I feel like right now I should be really trying to take advantage of having naturally high testosterone, naturally high hormones. I should try to just be maximizing my muscle growth right now. And I would recommend that to any of you guys who are in high school or college. Like, maximize your muscle growth right now. And I always get into the idea, like towards the end of the bulk, I'm like, okay, I want to cut. But I think if I do it right, I'll be able to bulk for a couple years and kind of take advantage of this time that I have, having really good hormones. So I later on down the road, I think I'll be lean longer, or be lean like year round, like in my 30s and 40s. But right now I feel like it's so important, like just to maximize my muscle growth. Now I'm saying all this, I'm sure in the late spring I'll probably be wanting to cut or wanting to be super lean again, but we'll see. That's kind of my idea though. Ideally, I think I should probably, just gradually bulk for the next couple years, but it is what it is. One last thing, and this is something I'm super excited about, and honestly like a little testimonial to you guys, is I was really feeling spread out in regards to my content. And one last thing, I was really, and this is kind of like a testimonial for you guys, is I was really feeling kind of all over the place in regards to content and everything that's going on with my businesses. And I knew that I needed to trim some areas off of my life. I needed to kind of pick one or two things to really focus on, just so my success was upwards and not growing out, not getting anything done, just growing out in all these different directions. So I was like, I need to really dial in on the places that are on the things that matter. So I do Synchrist clothing, I do coaching, but mainly I do content. Content's my main thing, right? And I was like, okay, I need to really like cut some things off and figure out what's the best thing for me right now. And I really was praying hard about it, and I was kind of leaning towards, okay, I might stop doing Synchrist, not like stop it, but like put on the back burner for now and focus on these other areas. And I was really leaning towards that. And then I started praying about it and asking God for his guidance on like what I should do with that. And literally like a week later, after not knowing what to do, I have an old buddy from high school who has had an amazing like faith journey as well, hit me up and say that he had this like crazy idea of doing like a outdoor Christian clothing company. And if you know me, if you see me on Instagram and in some of my videos, I'm always outdoors. I wear a lot of outdoor clothes anyway. I wear a lot of Carhartt, Dickies, things like that. So he hit me up and was telling me about this idea, and I was like, dude, this is exactly what I've been like looking for. And with how much drive he has and how much inspiration he has right now, this is like literally perfect. Like being able to partner up with someone and take the clothing side of things partnered with someone is exactly the alleviation that I was looking for. So instead of like having to put Synchrist on the back burner, now I can kind of do this rebrand towards Withdraw and still attack that the clothing side of things, which I'm really passionate about, but have some help with it. So God literally answered like that, gave me the answers. And the point of Withdraw, you might be asking, what is Withdraw? And this is why when he told me this idea, I was like, it's perfect. It's so perfect. I love it. Withdraw, right? What does that mean? Luke 5:16, it says that Jesus often withdrew into the wilderness to pray. And Jesus did this multiple times in scripture where or during his life, where he would take time to go into the wilderness, go outside, go into these places of solitude. And you see this a lot in the Bible where people will separate themselves from society and all the craziness of life to be with God, to be in his presence and really center themselves and figure things out in their life. And I think that's so important. And for us being, Chris is involved with ODNR, and obviously I love being outdoors, and that's kind of my whole vibe, is being outside and that kind of like rugged sort of deal. It's so important to take a break from your life, withdraw from society, and go spend time with God. And even when Jesus could have never done this. He could have just kept doing miracles and kept, like changing people's lives and spreading the gospel. But even Jesus would go into the wilderness to talk to his Father, to take a step away and like ground himself. And when Chris told me this idea with like who him and I are and just the whole reason behind it, I was like, boom, that's it, God's answer. And it was so insane. So him and I are actually rebranding all of Synchrist. Some of you guys might be upset about that, but we're rebranding Synchrist over to this Christian outdoor clothing company. Now, I'm not saying the clothes aren't going to be dope as well. Like a lot of you guys follow me, or at least some of you guys on Instagram follow me for kind of like my style. Some people like how I dress and things like that, which is cool. But what you guys don't realize is a lot of my style is just like outdoor clothes, realistically, right? Like I said, I wear Carhartt pants and then like dope t-shirts. So that's really what the brand is going to be. A lot of outdoor clothes, work pants, some dope t-shirts, some hats, some toboggans, some trucker hats, things like that. And we're really just going to have fun with it for now and just try to grow it. And this is exactly the answer that I was looking for. instead of having to put Synchrist away, throw it away, put it on the back burner, God came to me and was like, here's a person I'm going to introduce in your life who's going to help you still work on the stream, but have some help with it. So I'm super thankful and fortunate for that. But without further ado, that's today's video. I can't thank you guys enough for the support. Like I said, go follow Silas, please. He's an awesome guy, and he's going to kill it. So you're going to see him in the league for sure. I love you guys. Remember to love God, lift weights, live life.